So this is Create Flavored, a Create style mod pack that we've been playing on for a couple weeks now on GG. And this is kind of what I've been up to. So pretty early on, I found this clearing with this kind of new village in this with a fir forest surrounding it. I adventured around the map here, and at the time I didn't really find anywhere else that kind of piqued my interest as much as this village did. See, this red spot here is spawn. And then when I initially started exploring, I kind of went this way into the magic biome. And then, down here into the redwood, I did some mining down in this area. I turned and went this way because somebody had located this village and I wanted a bed. Okay, to the northwest. Because I need a bed. Yes, please. So I just kind of continued along this shoreline and I found this clearing. With this village, and it had this nice forest kind of surrounding it. And then the cliff goes down, and then you've got this like fall kind of pumpkin patch biome that I thought was pretty cool. But I was like, you know what, we'll kind of save that. So then I continued south, collecting different resources. I passed through here, stopped again at this building, and then I continued south. But yeah, I got to this edge here, and because of the mod pack, we'd kind of learned that the ocean was kind of a no-go zone because of the Skelewags, which is like a bony swordfish kind of thing. And that was actually what my first death was. It was to a Skelewag when I tried to adventure north here. But yeah, I followed this shore here, explored the magic biome a little bit, stumbled across this ominous biome, and then I decided I was just going to settle in that area that I found the first time. So I came all the way back up here, and I kind of settled in this area. Villagers over there. This biome is sick. Ominous woods. Hey.
Oh, do you have a saw yet?
No.
You want to watch?
Saw?
So you this
Oh, is that
thing.
from Create?
Yeah. You crouch and place it so that it like faces the tree, and
Oh, and then
then
you use a hand crank.
hand crank, and it's one shot.
How do I make that?
I don't know. I found it. Here, I have an extra crank, at least.
Ooh, nice.
There's like a campsite I just found that had both of those on it.
Is it the one over there to the... What is that, to the north? With the pillagers and stuff?
It was a while ago. No.
Oh.
Did you check this out yet?
The snow? No, I haven't been up there.
It looks. Is it safe? Or is that like a dungeon?
I have no idea.
I don't feel. Oh, look.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. There's like pillagers over
Oh,
here.
no.
There's a book on the ground.
What is it?
Benny's journal. It says day 175.
Johnny, run.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
guy.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just leaving.
Bad idea.
I don't know what this is either. I didn't look at this. Oh, enchanting tower.
Ooh. Do you think that camp like spawns pillagers? So I want to go
Um,
see
I don't know. You want to try to go?
models over there.
Want to gang up on the Johnny?
Oh, I forgot about him. Uh,
Is he gonna like
do you have
instant?
blocks to stand on?
Yeah.
Is it like 3 blocks? Yeah, let's try that.
I got a half a stack of cobblestone.
Where is he? He's up here. Sick. Let me whittle him down. Dead.
There's two villagers trapped in here. There's an Alay in a cage.
Ooh, I like
Raw
the
moose
other.
ribs.
Yep, another guy.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think they
I'm taking these
spawn.
andesite casings. Those are useful.
Yeah, go for it. Ah, Johnny! Careful.
Yeah, I think they do spawn here.
Yeah, let's.
I'm leaving.
He will one shot basic armor. I'm gonna check out south of the dark biome.
All right, I'm gonna go to the west and claim my spot that I found. So yeah, this is my kind of create workshop area. Obviously, the village buildings were here. These are all original buildings. This one was gonna be my house. I actually tore down. There was a building here that I tore down for resources, and I expanded this one. And I originally put all my chests and stuff in here in like the first 2 hours, but I realized very quickly that this was not going to be enough space. So I kind of dedicated the next 2 hours to building this first round structure. But yeah, when I eventually got a portal, I decided to just put it in here. Yeah, this room was my original base. Obviously, there wasn't a hallway here. It was just a flat wall that went this way. But yeah, we've got some furnaces that I put in. I didn't put these in until after I expanded, but right now I've got these furnaces. We've got my food station. This is kind of where I make all my food, because we have a mod pack that is Farmer's Delight. So we've got all these different foods, like ratatouille, and hamburgers, and egg sandwich, bacon sandwich, bacon and eggs, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually hungry. And we have all these different food options because in the mod pack, there's actually like food diversity. You get more health. That's how why I have 3 extra hearts, is because of all the food diversity. So I kind of played around with that for a while. Got some mixing mechanical mixers. I put these crushing wheels in later. But this mechanical crafter was here originally. This is the original spot I put it in, and I never moved it. But this room was crowded. So I decided it was time for expansion, and I kind of had this idea to just replicate the circular room. Put one in the center and then do 4 on each cardinal direction. With this being the original. Since this was all a natural clearing, or most of it was a natural clearing, I decided to naturally kind of just expand east and fill in the space. Now, one of these dogs is the original one, but I don't know which one. I forgot. And then we have all these dogs because to the north, if I fly up, actually, you might be able to see it. Right there, where the crosshair is, that's a wolf cave. Or a wolf den, so there was a bunch of wolves around here. I tamed all of them. And we've got my villagers from the village. I kind of abandoned. I was going to do, like, villager breeding and, the classic vanilla Minecraft village thing where you roll trades and all that. But, no, I quickly abandoned that idea. I really didn't want to do it. We instead opted for a a public kind of village area where we could all just we wouldn't have to get bogged down by vanilla progression trying to play the mods because obviously the point of a mod pack is to branch out from the vanilla experience. None of us were really too keen on sitting and rolling trades for hours, so we all decided to kind of collaborate. This is my bamboo wood farm. Because this pack is in 1.19, but it has the 1.20 bamboo blocks added to it. So earlier on, I was using this for a wood source. But then I learned you can just do this, which is a wood farm. It'll automatically, here, I'll turn it on. I had it off because, yeah, the chest gets full so fast. See, it kind of it cuts down the whole tree, and you don't really have to worry about anything. Plants the saplings, deposits it all in there. Yeah, I'm just going to turn it back off. Because I don't really need it running. I have plenty of wood. This was one of my main projects early on. Was this room. This is iron production. Fully automated iron production. So what happens is cobblestone is turned into gravel. We got cobblestone generators up here. And they break the stone. It goes down here into the chute. It deposits it a stack at a time into the crushing wheels. And then it goes down to this conveyor belt. And it gets washed, turned into flint and iron nuggets. And then I've got this robot arm here to deposit it into the chest. And then it comes out here, goes into the press. The press turns it into flint blocks, which I have a crap ton of. See, there it goes. Making flint blocks right now. And it also makes iron ingots. I do want to redo this. That is one thing I do want to do. Because this was kind of me learning how the conveyor belts and the arms work, so it's very, very unoptimized. If I did it right, I could actually eliminate one of these arms. But I'd have to essentially rebuild the whole thing, so that's kind of a project that I want to do later. We've got these sets of armor. This was... See, when you first start, you get a copper chest plate and zinc boots, and I still have those. And the helmet and the pants I made. And then this is brass armor with, like, minimal enchants. Yeah, level 1 enchants. And originally I had my workshop in here. I had my precision mechanism kind of conveyor here. And then the saw, I had a sawmill and a fluid tank. But it kept getting overstressed because of the speed. So I recently moved it to the other room. And before we go over there, let's talk about my storage. Which, this is an amazing mod, by the way. It's Tom's Simple Storage, I think. So you basically just have this crafting terminal and an inventory connector. And then you can just stack all your chests. I have these barrels, or these crates, kind of going across the room to connect all the inventories. And that's actually wrong. That's stair. That stair is actually wrong. But yeah, I got all these inventories are connected. So if I come over here, it's just all this junk. And what it does, the crafting terminal, is you just open it and you can just search for stuff. So let's say I wanted copper, You just search copper, and then here's all of my copper stuff, my blocks of copper. And I've got tons of stuff, just pages and pages and pages of junk. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about sorting it. I can just throw it in the terminal. And actually, the terminal is remote. So if I push a hotkey, let's say I go like outside, and I can just push a hotkey, and I can still access the terminal. And I can actually do this anywhere. anywhere in the entire world, provided that this chunk loader's on. And the beacon, because the beacon, it needs the beacon to be in range, which it is. And then I have to turn the chunk loader on. But if I do that, I can go literally anywhere in the world. And I can access my crafting terminal. I can go to the nether. I can go to the end. I can go all the way to the world border if I wanted to. And it does not matter where I go. And I always have access to my storage. And that's thanks to the advanced wireless terminal here. There's just so much stuff in this mod pack. Like, it took me a long time to kind of figure out stuff. There's backpacks, and then you've got all these, like, these upgrade slots. Like, I've got a crafting upgrade, I've got a stone cutter, a smelter, the magnet. You can pick up items from afar. This one, that's why I have the lunchbox in here, is the advanced feeding setting. It just automatically feeds me, so I don't have to worry about eating food. And the lunchbox chooses, I believe it chooses whatever item inside would give you the greatest food diversity. So if you eat, you can just eat the lunchbox like I did earlier, and it'll give you whatever item is best. Oh yeah, I probably should explain why there's just spawners in here. We can pick those up. If you shift right click, you can pick up spawners. See? Kind of like the one block at a time April Fool's snapshot. You can kind of pick up spawners. There's a couple different things you can pick up. Spawners, chests with items. See if I do this. See? I can pick up chests. There's these red spawners underground that's like they pop out a bunch of mobs to attack you. You can pick those up. You can pick up beehives. I noticed that one too. Oh, and the chunk loader, I guess. I kind of think it's like any block with an inventory. So you can pick up the ender chest. Not this one, not that one. You can't pick up like regular blocks, but like I think it's like block entities. Like since this has time in it, because you put stuff in here to load the chunks, it'll keep that. I bet furnaces. I've never tried this. I want to try furnaces. Yep. Oh, but it resets the... Oh, no, it didn't. It's just bugged. Okay, well, that's weird. This block is... there's a blaze spawner in here. I stole that from a fortress. See, this is how I make precision mechanisms. It's the lazy way. There's a way to automate it, but I'm just lazy. So you put your gold sheet here. Put cogs, large cogs, iron nuggets, and then you just throw it on the conveyor belt. And it does it for you. You have to do it like 5 times, so there is a way to automate it, but yeah, I'm just lazy. And then this is for making things, like I use it to make blaze cakes. This is the sawmill. This is how I make andesite casing. You just throw the logs on here, and then it goes here. It deploys the andesite ore, or the andesite alloy. And then the robot takes it off and puts it in the chest, which is, again, the lazy way to do it, but whatever. So this is a ginormous mess that I've made. All in the name of trying to automate andesite alloy. And I'm not even finished with it. Right now it just makes quartz and nuggets. And then I make the alloy myself. But I do want to finish the process. Okay, so we've got a stone generator here, which is actually switched off. So it generates stone, it goes in the chest, and it's off for a reason. Let's grab a blaze cake. Blaze cake. So the stone goes along the conveyor, goes into here, gets heated by the blaze cake enhanced blaze burner, gets turned into lava. Lava gets pumped into the fluid tank for, for storage. And then I have this here to make blaze cakes. I just put them on here, and then it squirts the lava in. See? There it goes. But yeah, it drains the lava from the fluid tank into the spout, puts it in the bucket. The arm feeds the blaze burners, and then it puts the empty bucket back in the deployer. And this is a steam engine and a boiler. So it gets automatically fueled with lava, and we have a water source outside pumping in water. And that is why I wanted to move all of this stuff in here, because the steam engine puts out, what did it say? 65,536 SU. I could add more engines. See, I kind of messed up by putting it in the corner like that, because now there's only one way to access the power, which is through the one steam engine. Unless I want to break through the wall out here, like I did with the water pipe. Unless I want to break through the wall and then run a shaft line to another room. Which is, if I need it, I'll probably do that. Instead of trying to move everything. But yeah, I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but yeah, well, this is just how I did it. And then, okay, so that's just the steam engine. That's just the means of supplying power. The windmill on the roof, all that does... I actually don't even need the windmill on the roof anymore. It could be self-sustaining. All that does is turn these. The pumps. So it pumps the lava into the tank, and then into the spout for that. But now that I have it set up, it probably could be self-sustaining, and I could take down the windmill, but I'll probably just leave it for now. Okay, so this great mess on this side is... This is actually a lot more optimized than it was before, believe it or not. I've got another stone generator, which I think I'm probably going to expand at some point, because it does not produce enough. It's really slow. It produces stone. Stone gets dropped down onto the conveyor, goes into the crushing wheels, gets turned into gravel. Same as the iron production. Except, the gravel goes on a conveyor underground, up the chute, and into this chest. And, you know, the chest is just there just in case. But yeah, the gravel goes back down into the crushing wheels. Gets turned into either sand, flint, or clay. The sand gets filtered into the chest, and then this, you know, it waits until there's a stack. This, the soul sand haunts it, or the cursed fire, like, haunts it and turns it into soul sand. And then you wash the soul sand with water, and it makes quartz and gold nuggets. But the excess flint and the clay, I just send back into the crushing wheel to be destroyed, because I don't need it. I want to filter out the gold to automatically make gold ingots. And then I want to pump the quartz into a press like this. You put the quartz and the cobblestone in, it makes diorite, and then you do diorite and cobblestone to make andesite. And then andesite and iron ingots, or andesite and iron nuggets makes andesite alloy. And then you know you can make all kinds of stuff with that. So see, this is something I built early on. Was this farm. Like, I was gonna have each crop have its own farm with its own windmill and its own, like, arm that went around in a circle. I built like 4 or 5 of these. And then I realized I was being an idiot. I could just do one big circle and then just do rows of crops, because they would grow faster anyway. All the crops, they go into the chest. And then when it stops, like it just did there, it gets put into the onto the conveyor belt, onto the depot. I think I called this a deployer earlier, but yeah, then the mechanical arm, it separates all the different seeds, like the tomato seeds, the cabbage seeds, beetroot, wheat, etc. Puts all that in here. Gets turned into bone meal. Everything else goes into these chests, which fill up surprisingly fast. See, they're already like half full. And that's why if you look in my terminal, I've got 1,578 carrot crates. A carrot crate is exactly what you think it would be. It's 9 carrots. Yeah, so I guess I had extra carrots in there. But yeah, I have way more food than I know what to do with. I've just started making it into crates and throwing it in the storage. Because I have 31,970 free slots. The bamboo farm is turned off right now because it kind of lags. Like, it doesn't lag, but there's a visual bug where it doesn't show up after a while. It just shows the minecart, doesn't show the contraption. And I don't really need the bamboo anyway, because since I built this tree farm, I don't really need that. This was a failed project. I was trying to find a way to make the elevator. So this is an elevator all the way down to bedrock. I was trying to find a way to make it so like you could call the elevator up and down, but I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out on my own, so I kind of just gave up. You know what? Let's go down there. Yeah, it always scares me when it bugs like that. But yeah, this I don't need. I don't need this here anymore because it doesn't work. We'll just put that in there. But yeah, this is where I've been running my tunnel bore. I can't actually place it down right now. Well, it's in my ender anyway, but yeah, if you place it in a claim, it'll explode. But yeah, this is my my mine. And of course, it goes through the freaking deep dark. Because why wouldn't it? There's this like really scary mob that spawns in the deep dark. It's really freaky. It like screeches. Yeah, no, I hate it. Obviously, we gotta have our animal pens. I'm gonna move away from them because they are very loud. I got these horses because I wanted to use horse travel. I wanted to use horse travel around the server, but like with the jetpack and the slime boots and like all this other modded stuff, like the gyrodyne, which is the flying machine that I was using to explore. Yeah, there's really no need for horses, so they've kind of just sat in this hole. Eggs. I was using eggs as an early game food source because you can make a fried egg in a furnace, and it's actually pretty decent food. So, since we can move spawners, we can kind of build our own mob grinders, and like I said, since we can move the spawners, we can get the effects of like a quad spawner just anywhere. So this one I have, yeah, they're gonna shoot at me, but I have 2 zombie spawners and 2 skeleton spawners in here. And it kind of just, they filter down. Oh, shooting at me still. Filter down in here. We've got vertical slabs, that's in the mod pack. And then just kill them. My sword is like super OP. It's got life steal and combo and all these other things, so I pretty much just one hit everything. Yeah, little mob grinder. It's kind of how I got my all my gear, you know. That's pretty much what I've been up to on the GG Create server. Just, you know, going through the Create mod pack. Still a couple of things I want to do. Like I said, I want to finish the andesite alloy and gold ingot. Automation. I want to automate sweet berries, because you can get chocolate in this mod pack, and you can make chocolate berries. And that's a pretty good food source, so I want to play around with that a little bit more. Oh, if you're wondering what this is just so I can charge my my back tank, my copper back tank. This thing. It's for the potato cannon. Another cool thing we did on the server is we did a group dragon fight again, just like on the vanilla server. But that dragon fight was a lot harder. Like, there was lightning, and like there were phantoms spawning in the end, and you got poisoned and withered and levitation, and it was crazy, man. Although, unfortunately, in my infinite wisdom, I messed up the freaking audio in that recording, so I didn't record the Discord audio. It's basically just like the gameplay, and there's no audio. So yeah, the dragon fight was cool. It was a lot more difficult than we thought. Apparently it scales with the amount of players that we had. We had like 6 people, I think, or 7 people fighting the dragon at once, so that probably didn't help. But yeah, the dragon fight was actually really cool. You know, it was actually fun. It wasn't just like stand around, destroy all the crystals, and then stand around and wait for the dragon to perch. It was crazy. At first, you'll see me messing around, because like the first half of the fight was normal. Like, it felt normal. It felt super easy. So I was literally just messing around, shooting the dragon with the potato cannon. And then at some point, like, it got really, really dangerous, and it just, there was one point where I switched into serious mode, like actually trying instead of just messing around, because, you know, the dragon isn't hard. The dragon in vanilla is not hard at all. When we did the OG dragon fight on the vanilla server, I was fighting the dragon with a firework crossbow, because I thought it would be funny. But yeah, can't do that with this dragon. So one thing you may have noticed is I changed my skin again for for the create server specifically. I did this back in early November when the server launched. So a lot of my decked out runs, you can see the arm is actually the steampunk arm. And since create mod is all about like steampunk automation with the gears and cogs and wind power and steam power and all that, I decided to kind of take my normal skin. I gave him clothes. I gave him a nice white shirt with some pants and some suspenders. I kept the kind of neck piece, the gold neck piece that my witch doctor guy has. No shoes, obviously, because lizard men who live in the forest don't wear shoes. And I've got these goggles on my head and the mask. I kept the mask, and then I decided to make the right arm kind of steampunky, kind of like I don't know, like cyborgish, but also like steampunk. The idea was like steampunk prosthetic arm kind of thing to kind of go with the aesthetic of create mod.